Find your chessboard, scrape it down just like you did before, taking the worst of it off. That's pretty good. I don't feel much of anything left. Then, of course, again, if the bottom is stuck on, take a chisel, put the flat end of the chisel against your board in a corner, and that should pop off. There we go. And the back side doesn't really need any scraping because it's been flat against this. Now we're going to send it through the planer, but keeping it as thick as we can. We come back to the planer and we're trying to do exactly the same thing we did before, planing down this time both sides, but keeping it as thick as we possibly can. Now keep in mind, you're only going to see one side of this board. So if one side is perfectly flat and the other side is mostly flat, you're still okay. But thickness is key. That's what we're after. We want to be fairly gentle, so I'm going to start planing again at 15/16. Still a 16th bigger than we usually do. But because it's been glued up and the pieces could shift a little, I'd rather go a little too high until I reach it as I'm lowering it down. But I'm only going to do about a half turn per pass, so it may take a few more passes than usual. 15/16 right there, and then let's get it flattened out. Make sure to go with the grain. The grain on mine goes this way. You do not want to go sideways. That's when you're going to bust off the back pieces and have to start all over. All right, it didn't hit anything, that's fine. So I'm going to go a full turn in this case because it didn't touch it. If your board gets stuck like mine did, and this is going to be common because everything is a little bit off, use a piece of scrap, just a piece of alder I found in the bin over there, put it right behind it. That'll push it through, and then continue. So we're just barely touching, so that's good. Now I'm going to do half turns. Good, a half a turn did this almost completely. Another half and this should be good. Once you're done with the planer, and I'm very pleased, this is nice and thick, it's about 7/8 thick, and it's flat on both sides. What we need to do then is trim each end to get it perfectly flat so it's square. Now, the end's here, where it's cut. These were cut when they were glued together. This end is good, this is fine. I suppose you could say, with it going with the grain, this would be my edge. And I can feel that even though I had those pieces of wood and clamped it, it's not perfect. So I just want to shave a hair. So here's how you get a hair of a shave. Whether it's running or not, I usually will have it running, and this is common. Just listen. I'm gonna take the board and press it till it just touches the front tooth of this blade right here. There, I can hear it touching. Then I bring it back and just cut. And pull it away and bring it back. So I just kissed the blade, if you will, and made a cut. And I feel perfect. I don't feel any bumps at all. That's what I'm after. Flip it around and do the other side. You do not need to do the other two sides. Bring it up to the front, just touch, whoop, right there. Bring it back, hold it, and all the way through. Pull it away and back. Then I check again. Nope, it didn't quite get it. And I can see right here, there's some glue. So it's not enough. Go ahead and do it again. There it is, perfect. Whatever it takes to get it flat. Trying to keep these as square as possible. When you're finished trimming your board, that's all you want to do. You do not want to send it through the wide belt sander yet. It's still going to be a little rough because the planer leaves a lot of marks. But once we glue the edging on the decorative edging, we're going to run the entire board through the sander to get it flat. So as of right now, set this aside, and then we're going to work on the outer parts.